Hi guys, it's Becky Langlis from North Shore Speech and Language here. Thanks for joining me. So as you can see, we're in the middle of a home renovation. I'm supposed to be painting right now, but I just wanted to take a break to address some of the questions that I got from yesterday's video. Yesterday we talked about 2-year-olds, what a typically developing 2-year-old should be saying. We talked about how they should have 50 to 75 words minimum, and they should be starting to do 2-word combinations. And I got some really great comments and feedback from different people watching, and I wanted to address some of the questions that came up really quickly. So first question, yeah, 50 to 75 words, that is a minimum. Okay, so if your kid is way beyond 75 words, awesome, they are right on track. Really, we just are using that as sort of like a minimum. So your child should be having 50 to 75 words minimum. Okay, the other question that came up is, do I have to wait for my child to say words that I already know they say because they say them all the time? And the answer is no. No, you don't. When you do the 24-hour 2-year-old challenge, which is where you take your notebook, you write the date, you write all the words that they're saying so you can do a word count. If you know that your kid has certain words that they say all the time, like mama, dada, no, bye, go ahead. You can just put them on the list, and then what if it makes life easier for you, definitely throw them on the list, and then what you would want to do is just add the other words that come up throughout the day. And the last question that came up that I want to address is, what about those words that our babies are using but that aren't the true word? And so if you have a word that your baby uses all the time and they're consistent, and when they say it, you know what it is they're referring to, then you can count it as a word. For example, maybe they have like a little lovey, like a blanket or a stuffed animal, and you name the lovey Muma. So then whenever they want the lovey, they say Muma, Muma. That's fine. You can totally count that as a word. It's not necessarily a true word, it's a name, but it's something that they use consistently all the time. You know what they're referring to, definitely add it to the list. Another example of this is Wawa. So a lot of parents, when the babies are young, you'll call their bottle or some water Wawa. Do you want some Wawa? Here's some Wawa. Have some Wawa. So then the kids start calling it Wawa, and every time they get their bottle, they say Wawa. So if your child is saying Wawa and you know it refers to the fact that they want a drink, they want their bottle, then yeah, you can definitely put that on the list as well, because it is a word for them and they're using it consistently and spontaneously. So what I would do in that case, though, is I would write Wawa, and then in parentheses, I would write the true word. So water or bottle or whatever it is they're referring to. Something slightly different but similar is a word approximate. So a word approximate is when a child has a word that's similar to the true word, but maybe it doesn't sound totally like the true word. Our little ones haven't developed all of their sound inventory yet, so it's normal that a 2-year-old is going to possibly leave off some sounds or parts of words depending on what sounds they have in their inventory. So if your child, again, always uses the same thing consistently and you know what they're referring to, even if it's a word approximate, you can count it. So an example of this would be ball. So ball has L's at the end. And L, la, is a later developing sound. So many 2-year-olds don't have that sound yet in their inventory. But if they say it all the time, when they see the ball, they say ba, ba, or they point to it, ba, ba, or go ba, like go down the ramp, ball. And you know that when they say that word, it means ball, even though it's not the true word, it's an approximate, you can definitely count that as well. Because again, it's consistent use and it's spontaneous. So same as the made up words, what I would do is I would just on my list, I would just write ba, and then in parentheses, I'd write ball. So then I know, okay, the word that they actually mean is ball. All right, so thank you so much for the feedback on the video and for your questions. Definitely keep them coming. Yeah, so this has been Becky Langless, North Shore Speech and Language. Any additional questions, please comment below or check out our website, www.northshorespeechandlanguage.com. And this has been a great break, but I guess it's time for me to get back to painting. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.